So here's the new Macintosh 2 we're introducing today. It combines high processing power, lots of built-in options, and built-in video, all at a much, much more affordable price than ever before. And it's shipping now.
Presenting the newest member of the Macintosh 2 family, ladies and gentlemen, the Macintosh 2SI. Please welcome Apple Product Manager Ted Barnett.
Karen will be here in a minute. While she's on her way, let's talk about some of the engineering that went into the Macintosh 2SI. Into this tiny area, we packed sound in and sound out, SCSI peripheral support, built-in networking, and 8-bit 256-color video support. Now, what would it take to bring a competitive machine up to the same level? I happen to have a logic board of one of them right here. This is the logic board of a comparable mid-range MS-DOS PC. If you want to see realistic, full-screen 256-color images on this machine, instead of the 16 colors that are standard, you need to go out and buy this gigantic video expansion card and plug it in and configure it and find software that's compatible, etc., etc. Now suppose you want to attach external hard drives, CD-ROMs, scanners, or other SCSI peripherals. For that, you need a SCSI port, and every Mac's got a SCSI port. But for this machine, I need another card. This one will run you about $700 or so. So I can get it in here. I wonder where Karen is. Give her a couple more minutes. Where was I? Sound. What about sound? Every Mac's got sound, and every Mac, too, produces 8-bit stereo sound. But if you want to get more than an ominous beep out of this machine, you've got to get a sound expansion card and plug it in and configure it and find software that's compatible, etc., etc. Finally, what about networking? It's built in on all the Macs. But over here, network card. But I'm out of slots, so I don't have anywhere to put it. So, what does all this mean to you? A couple of things. More integration means higher reliability. You don't have to go out and buy a lot of expensive cards. I just stuck about $1,200 worth of hardware into this thing. And because Apple builds these features in, Macintosh developers can write applications that take full advantage of them. You're going to hear a lot about our new machines in the next few months. But when we talk about engineering, there's just one thing you need to remember. There's engineering, and there's Apple engineering. If you've been waiting for the ultimate refinement of the mainstream Macintosh, it's here today.
Thanks.
Let's do it. Okay, I'm on.
The challenge was to design a new Macintosh computer with all the power and flexibility of our highest performance Macintosh 2 computers, but with a much more affordable price. And that's exactly what we've done. At the heart of the Macintosh 2SI is a 68030 microprocessor running at 20 megahertz. That's up to 5 times the performance of the Macintosh SE, our most popular Macintosh to date. And an independent outside laboratory recently conducted testing on the 2SI and found that this system smoked the competition. It even outperformed 386 systems running at 25 megahertz.
Before we see what some early users are doing with the 2SI, we'd like to briefly demonstrate the flexibility and power of this new Macintosh. The 2SI has an expansion slot that supports hundreds of Apple and third-party NuBus and Processor Direct slot cards. And the 2SI supports AUX, Apple's implementation of the Unix operating system.
What's more, the 2SI has built-in support for 4 Apple monitors, so all you have to do is plug in the cable, give it some juice, and you're ready to go.
We've hooked this one up with the Apple Color high-resolution RGB monitor, which gives you a 640 by 480 pixel display in 256 colors.
With this monitor and the 2SI, you can do everything from simple pie charts to photographic quality images, like this one of Ted's frog. Right?
Yeah. And the 2SI introduces a radical new feature that's not found on any other mainstream personal computer. Once again, Apple's leading the way by making sound-in technology a standard feature.
If you were wondering what this is, it's a new Apple microphone that will ship with all Macintosh 2SIs. Plus, since we've fully integrated sound input into our system software, you can run this new feature across all Macintoshes. Let me give you an example of how you could use sound input in your day-to-day work. This is my appointments calendar in HyperCard. HyperCard 2.0 will ship with all these new Macintoshes. And here is tomorrow's date, and I see that I have a meeting first thing in the morning with John Scully, which makes me a little nervous because I'm not sure what he wants. But I'll bring along my best demos, just in case. So the nice thing is that now I can go to the audio palette, it's new, and I can leave myself a spoken message. So I'll go ahead and record something. Bring Claris, Mech, and Farallon demos. Great. And that waveform you see there is what I just said. I can play it back for you. Bring Claris, Mech, and Farallon demos. But wait, there's more. The nice thing is if I don't like what I just said, I can go back and edit it very easily. So, for instance, John's already seen the Claris demos. He doesn't need to see that again. I can go up here to the Edit menu and cut sound the way I have in the past with text and graphics. So, voila, now all I have is bring Mech and Farallon demos. Great. That's just one example, and developers are already adding sound input into word processing packages, spreadsheets, educational packages, and more. We think it's a natural extension to the Macintosh platform because we believe a Macintosh should work the way people work.
2SI, like all our Mac 2s, packs a lot of power. That means it's perfect for things like accounting, spreadsheets, databases, and desktop publishing. And it's ready for the future, for the next generation of software. Let me give you a quick glimpse of that future right now. A little company in North Carolina called Vertus has been cooking up some pretty cool things on the Macintosh. And this is a prototype of something they've been working on. You've probably all seen 8-bit images on a Macintosh screen before. All the Mac 2s have that kind of color. And you've probably all seen animations like these little clouds kind of moving across the square there. But I doubt you've seen anything like this. In real time, I can grab that image and I'll just set it spinning. So in real time, it's mapping that animation on that rotating cube. In fact, I can kind of pick any image I want. I'll just take my frog for a ride here. Okay, there he goes. Now what's great about that is not that I can now wrap my frog around a rotating cube, although I've been wanting to do that for years. What's great about that is that a computer powerful enough to do that in software is now a mainstream Macintosh.
So as you can see, the 2SI can do some pretty amazing things. It's powerful, flexible, and it's the most affordable Macintosh 2 ever.
Think our ride's here, Karen?
Right.